Oh boy. I've had lots of very inspirational and motivational people in my life. My mama, she's a phenomenally wonderful, loving, hardworking woman, and she's tenacious. And I think as far as since I've gotten into recovery, I've really looked up to and admired my friend Megan. And what she has done for me is inspired me to be brave in a way of being my most authentic self.
The most influential people in my life are my friends, family, co-workers in recovery, and the people that I outreach in the community.
So who's my greatest influence in my life? I would say it's my mentor, because he's been through basically everything I've been through in my life. So we have similar experiences, from being incarcerated, losing loved ones, and just overcoming so many obstacles. So whenever I'm beating myself up, I just call him and he reminds me, like, we all go through it. We all been there. It's just what we do today that's gonna make a difference for the future.
Besides, as I said, my grandmother would be Jim Gillen. Jim Gillen kind of brought me into recovery and showed me the path of the recovery movement, and he put ideas into my mind and allowed me to become the person of who I am today. I have his picture with me all over. It sits in my house on my wall. It sits in my office at work. And anytime I just look at him and I see Jim, we're still doing it. It's still going on.
The most inspirational person in my life is James Gillen, named Jimmy Gillen, from Anchor Recovery. He took me under his wing years ago and said, "It's going to be all right, kid."
Tom Brady has actually been my biggest inspiration. Him living his life with a chip on his shoulder just to prove people wrong has kind of motivated me to, you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do it.
My daughter is the most influential person in my life. She was diagnosed at age 4 with autism, and she overcomes obstacles daily, and it helps to make me feel that I can do the same thing if she can do it.
The most influential person in my life, I would probably have to say, is a mentor of mine who also sponsors me in the pathway of recovery that I've chosen to take, which is the 12-step program. He has a huge influence on my life and the ability to talk me through things, and helps to make me a better person.
The person that has been most influential in my life is my own therapist. I'm a therapist by trade, but also I believe that everybody can use therapy, and my therapist has helped me through a lot of different things, so she's definitely the one that has impacted my life.
My son is my most inspirational during this time. He keeps me active, so.
I would say that my partner, Jamie, is the most influential person in my life today. Seeing her overcome as much as she has in the past few years I've been known her, and she continues to kill it at life and smash every goal that she puts in front of her, and continues to be a role model for a lot of people.
The most inspirational person in my life has been my mom. She's always been my rock, even though she's not a person in recovery. She's always had to do everything she did to get the knowledge of what an addict goes through. She's a strong woman. She's always provided for herself, and she's just someone that I look up to and inspire to be.
And the most inspirational person in my life, or influential, I would say would be my father, and maybe my older brother too, yeah, because my father taught me work ethic, and my brother was my idol growing up, so those guys.
So I've had a lot of influences in my life, some really powerful role models through the course of years. My uncle, my dad's brother, was a really powerful role model for me. He kind of exemplified everything that I thought I wanted to be. He was actually a senator, but I didn't really want to be that. But he was a real down-to-earth person as well. He actually went to Harvard at like 50 years old, got his MBA, which I really thought was cool, and was just a family guy. I have several brothers that are all been very inspirational for me. They're all role models. Every one of them in their own right does contribute something really great to the world. My sponsor is, I had gone away from meetings. I got into recovery in 1992, and then I was a commercial fisherman in Alaska, and I had come back, and I was dibbling and dabbling with drugs and stuff, but I came back to a meeting, and it had been about 3 years since I'd seen this guy, and he was still there, and I was amazed. And we'd been friendly before, but I had seen like this transformation in him. He used to have like 2 different color hair and different color shoes, and now he worked for the state, and he had you look like a normal person. And that's when I first said, maybe this recovery thing can work for me. And we've been involved as a sponsor relationship for almost 30 years. So.